Hi everybody, it's Miss Karis again, and I have another food for thought for you. Today is about cheering, cheering for your fellow dancers at recitals or dance competitions, and I think this is something that we hear about mostly at dance competitions, right? Or where we hear that it could be a problem. Um, so you know, we've all been there at competition where you're watching a dance and everyone's trying to be respectful and give the dancers their chance to, do their thing. But you have that studio sitting there and they're so proud of their dancers and they're just screaming and screaming and screaming. I think I heard somebody say that somebody had an air horn, like a whole studio had a bunch of air horns and stuff that they were blowing. What do you think about this? Do we think we should allow this? So, two sides to this, right? So, let's kind of look at it negatively. Why do we not like this? Well, A, it's distracting to the dancer, to the judges, right? Having been a judge and having been a dancer on stage and having been in the audience, I can tell you all around it's distracting. B, well, because also sometimes you're not sure like who they're cheering for, if they're calling out names, you can't quite hear the name. And so then you're like distracted thinking about what they're saying or who they're, right? It gets weird. So it's distracting for everybody. It's obnoxious if you keep doing it. If the dancer comes out and you're like, woo, Sally, yay, Sally, and then you stop. Okay. But when you keep going and going and going, plus I'm trying to hear the song, I'm trying to watch this dancer perform and see their musicality and how they're moving through this dance, and I just hear you screaming in the back where I'm trying to listen to the music, right? So it's obnoxious. What about the dancer who goes up on stage and maybe they have a really small studio, maybe there's not that many people there. Maybe, for whatever reason, they're not getting like a lot of hoot and hollers and cheers. Would it make that dancer feel bad because now all of a sudden it's quiet and it was just super loud and everybody was just cheering for that dancer, yay? And then now this new dancer comes on and it's dead silent. You can hear crickets. So I guess it could be intimidating, right? Definitely. It can make other dancers feel intimidated to have a school with that much enthusiasm, right? Maybe that's a tactic. Is it a tactic for freaking out the competition? Maybe it is, right? So yeah, and I think also it's just seen as like unprofessional, you know. But what's the flip side to it? Now, I do this. I scream and yell and hoot and holler in the classroom, not on stage. I will, maybe give a woo or something, but in the classroom, and my students will definitely attest to this, I am the biggest cheerleader. I'm a nut job. If I'm really trying to rev them up, like I want them to give me the best they can give me. They're most energetic and, you get them all riled up. And as they're dancing, I will jump up and down and scream and yell and call out their names. And sometimes I'll even run in the middle of the dance and stand behind them and whatever. I like to try and make them laugh, feel comfortable, even a little bit silly, so that guard comes down and then you can just perform and have a whole lot of fun with it, right? Because that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be fun, right? Remember, it's supposed to be fun. So yeah, I do that in the classroom. And I think it helps a lot. I know it definitely helps a lot. I see it on their faces. They start laughing and then all of a sudden the chin comes up, the chest pops out and all of a sudden the arm is boom. It's not just placed, it's bam, energy, excitement, faces, wow, performing, yay. So definitely it encourages them. It makes them feel happy. But at a competition, I would give a little woo maybe as the girl was walking on stage, but I have to agree. I think it's a little inappropriate and I think it's distracting. But what are your thoughts? Do you love it? Are you one of those performers that when you get on stage and you hear your school cheering for you that you're like, yes, I could not have gotten through it if I didn't hear the cheers? Maybe that's you. What do you think? If you've made it to the end of this video, thank you, yay. Please like and subscribe, and write in the comments if you want me to blow this up into a bigger topic, or we can go live with it and then we can actually talk about it. Have a great day, guys, and I'll see you next time.